probably hear that too, if I can. Yeah, maybe not. Alright, hopefully you guys aren't getting too much feedback. Or at least hopefully the music covers it up. I can hear FT8 screaming in my headphones, but if you saw how everything was connected, you would totally understand. Just thought I'd pop on, see if I get a couple contacts while live on the good old FT8, kind of show it off to some people who haven't seen it. So this is WSJTX. It's the software, so I'm turn this radio down. This is the software used to decode FT8 messages, and it sends it out as well. This is the band activity right here. This is everybody talking. This is all their information. This is my activity here of kind of who I'm listening to and who I'm sending out messages to. Yellow is me. Red is somebody coming back to me, and green is somebody calling CQ. Over here we got Grid Tracker 2. I don't know the difference. This is just a fun way to kind of be able to make contacts and see where you've made contacts to. These blue lines that you see these blue lines that you see right here, these are spots. So I believe it's PSK31 spotter. I don't remember exactly the name of them, but people can, I'm signed up as well, so if I hear your FT8 signal, it'll pop up as a spot here, same with all these other spots, so it's a cool little deal. But yeah, that's Grid Tracker, and then here's the spectrometer, something like that. Let's see if we can go for this Japanese station. I don't have any lines going over there, but we'll give it a shot. We'll give a couple shouts over there. I'm going to update. I'm going to leave the frequency where he's transmitting. We'll see if we need to move it here in a second. I usually have this checked to where it'll hold my transmit frequency and a nice little dead spot where nobody else is talking. By the way, I am running off of a very, very cheap laptop, so if things are very bad, I'll see if I can switch over to a different method sometime, but I don't know. I get nervous running my computer when I'm doing HF stuff because there's a lot of hum. One contact while I'm recording here. Take a quick little shot. Cheers. Looking for my stray cat. Hang on. Maybe chill out. Hey kitty, hey baby.
That's the first thing I did. All right, very good. Yeah, that's not a problem there. No issue doing that. And yeah, I was out. My son was thinking about getting his license, so I went out and read. I downloaded the question pool, and I was reading through that. One of the things was just give your call sign, and then just say monitoring. I thought, that's so easy. So, yeah, very good, Richard. Yeah, thanks for checking in there and letting us know what you did first. All right, who else is out there tonight for the Lee Summit Greenwood Amateur Club Computer Net? KB Arrow, BBQ, Bill Mobile. Okay, Bill, and question for today is, what was one of the first things you did when you got your license?
Well, I guess I had already had a radio. It was a Bell thing, which I didn't really care for. So within a couple months, I went out and I bought a Yaesu FT3D over there at the candy store. I got registered for Echolink and a few other things, I think, and kind of took it from there and did a lot of research and a lot of studying to see how I wanted to proceed with it.
All right, very good. Well, you got on the air, and it sounds like you're doing good. How's the studying for the next test?
Slower than I would like. Work keeps on coming up with new stuff, and life happens, You know, sometimes I try to put my family first. I would really like to do some more, but I will do, hopefully, sometime within the next few months, I'll get that general.
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah, yeah. Family and your health. There's a lot of things that come before ham radio, so not a problem with that. All right, thank you, Bill, for checking in. And this is WA0OFM with the Lee Summit Greenwood Amateur Radio Club 2 Meter Net. This is the next check-in.
N0 QQD, Quentin and Miriam.
Okay, we had K0BSJ, and I think there was someone else in there, but we'll go with Brian here first. And the question of the day is, what were some of the first things you did when you got your license?
Smuggled my new portable inside my tuxedo pocket when I got married.
You had your new portable inside your tuxedo pocket when you got married, is that Roger?
Yeah, myself and my best man got our tickets the same day, and we both got our license and back then in the mail the same day, and right on the inside jacket pocket. Kind of fun. Everybody thought we were geeks, but you know, it is what it is.
Was the antenna sticking out, or what you got going on there?
No, it was inside the jacket, so the inside pockets there. So a little bit concealed, volume down low. I was thinking seriously about using an earpiece plugged into it, but I thought that would be a little too much.
Yeah, I'm afraid it would be just a little bit too much on there. So anyway, good story though. A good ham radio story. All right, thank you very much, Brian, for checking in. Who was the other double there? Come with the double there.
Yeah, that might have been me here. This is N0 QQD, Quentin and Miriam.
Is there someone in there? Over. Try again.
Am I not making it through to the repeater too well? This is November 0 Quebec Delta, Quentin and Miriam.
Got ATC in there, if I hold the microphone the right way, and check. And then I've got N0 QQD, I believe, is Mary in there. So let's go with Chuck there first. Go ahead, Chuck.
I believe you said me. I don't want to step on anybody again.
N0 ATC, yeah.
And what was the first thing I did when I got my ham license? Well, that's been so long ago, I'm not sure I remember. I do know that I went to Associated Radio and bought a Kenwood TM733.
Taking a break real quick from the FT8 so I can transmit here.
All right, very good. You still have that radio?
I still have it. I still work, and I just took it out of my car to replace it with a Yaesu here about 2 months ago.
All right, very good. All right, well, thanks for checking in. Is it N0 QQD? Is that, if I got the call right?
Yep, you got the call right, and sorry for the double over there. My apologies. Yeah, as far as the first thing I did in ham radio, probably the monitoring, N0 QQD monitoring, made my first contact with that, and then besides that, I did a lot of research before I got my license and found that the 10 meter was very live right now, so I went ahead and made a speaker wire antenna and kind of got that going. So made my first DX contact to Germany, and I thought that was really cool. So yeah, that was the first things that I did with ham radio. Thanks for hosting the net. N0 QQD.
All right, that's pretty cool. 10 meter to Germany there, one of your first contacts. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, very, very amazing. All right, thanks, Quentin, for checking in there. Who else is out there tonight for the Lee Summit Greenwood Amateur Radio Club 2 meter net?
Oh my God. Let's get some fucking contacts going. Somebody stole my frequency. Alright, let's go. CQ60.
This is Whiskey Alpha Zero, Oscar Foxtrot Mike. Name is Tim, as in Timothy, and we're just taking check-ins tonight, seeing what's going on. Who's the next check-in?
Yes, I'll try it. KQ4 EOQ.
KQ4 EOQ, Tim there, what's going on? And what's one of the first things you did when you got your license?
Well, I drove 70 miles to Huntsville, Alabama, and I went to the name of the place there. But anyway, there's a ham radio place there in Huntsville, very popular, and I bought a Yazoo handheld and a mag mount antenna and some connectors so I could connect my HD to an external antenna.
If I don't get a single contact,
Drove home, talking on the 2 meter rig all the way back.
All right, very good. Yeah, I remember when I first got my license, at least my technician license, we got a Midland radio. I think it had 6 channels. It was crystal controlled, and then I got a little microphone for it. It wasn't a Midland microphone. It was kind of like a one of those stick-type microphones you see on TV once in a while. And anyway, I used that in the car going back and forth to school there when I went down to MKC. So, and then probably before that, I guess, when I was in high school, we had a HR-212, which is crystal control Regency 2 meter radio, and I rigged in a touchtone pad, one of those AT&T standalone touchtone pads. And all right, anything else, Tim?
I have a quick question. Hey, I looked at Larry's list this morning, and it had a event in there that Taco Tuesday event was canceled, so I'm kind of confused.
Okay, the one in Kansas was canceled. The one in Missouri went ahead and went on. So we had about 12 to 10, I think 10 to 12 people. I counted 10 at one time, and I think a couple others showed up.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense now. That's why they said check in on the Shriner repeater. So 145, 13.
Now that was the Kansas one. Now in the Missouri one, I don't know if they had a repeater designated for that. Anyway, hopefully we'll have another one. Hopefully Cliff will
Allergies.
come up with another Taco Tuesday or something else. We'll have lunch again on the Missouri side. And if we do that, we need to ride together or something.
I'd like that. I was planning on going, but I checked Larry's list at 6 o'clock this morning, and it said it had been canceled, or at least that was my interpretation, and so that's why I didn't show up.
I understand. All right. Well, we'll catch you next time. And you'll be the new face this time. Very good. This is W80OFM with the Lee Summit Greenwood Amateur Radio Club 2 meter net. Taking check-ins. Who's next check-in?
KC0ENK Sean, check in from Leachside, Missouri.
Sean, the question tonight is, what were some of the first things you did when you got your license?
First thing I did, we got a radio, and I was, that's what I did the first time.
Okay, where'd you get your radio at?
First radio I had was that Radio Shack, which was a 2 meter handheld from Radio Shack. That was my first handheld.
All right, very good. Sounds like you might be working tonight.
I forgot to turn radio on. I was too tired to turn radio on, so I turned on. I said, oh boy, I forgot about the net, so I turned it on.
Okay, good to hear you in there then. And we'll say 7-3. Yeah, the Radio Shack was a pretty popular one. I can't remember who made Radio Shack radios. Might have been a couple different manufacturers. Just can't think of who it was now, whether it was Icon or who. But anyway, they were pretty popular. You'll see them once in a while out there. All right,
Nice
Sean, thanks for checking in. Who else is out there tonight for the Lee Summit Greenwood Amateur Radio Club 2-meter net?
Evening, Ken. KB0, YUV, Clifton Independence.
Cliff, do you know how many we had there today?
Yes, sir. We had 11. Great turnout. Everybody had a good time.
All right, are we going to do something next week?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'll probably sometime towards the weekend dip truck another notice to put it out there again on Larry's list.
And are we going to be the same place or a different place?
I think that one worked out pretty well, so I think La Fuente will be it for a while.
All right, very good. La Fuente there, 23rd Street, 291. Okay, sounds like a plan. Anything else going on, Cliff? Oh, I forgot to ask you. What did you do when you first got your license? What were some of the first things you did?
There's a little story going on. I don't know if you remember the Rich family. They were tied up into the Raytown Club years ago. Barb and oh gosh, I can't think of his first name. Rich. Anyway, they were president, vice president, stuff around, ran the club for a while. They had a daughter growing up, very smart girl. I'm serious. She went to MIT and then on to Stanford. And anyway, one day I went over there to the that bookstore across from the Mall of Independence. And oh gosh. Anyway, I walked, opened the door because there was this younger man and his daughter walking behind me, so I opened the door open for him. Then we walked down the aisle, found the row we wanted. They were both the same. We stopped at the same place. It had to do with books on radios and antennas. And I go, oh, are you a ham? He said, yeah. And so I just took I just passed my tech and got my license and getting started. And then Mr. Rich introduced himself, and then he looked at his girl. Her name is Rebecca. She was about 8 years old at the time. He said, Becca, tell him who you are. She looked at me, hi, I'm Becca, and I just passed my extra. Oh, wow. That just made my ego.
Yeah, very good. 8 years old and passed her extra. That's, it happens. You see it out there all the time on things where, younger folks are able to do that. I'm not sure how, but like you say, she was smart, evidently. Over.
Yeah, both the parents were extremely intelligent people, well educated. And needless to say, she got well educated too in the process. So that was fun. I went over to later years. She was about college age. About 10 years later, went over to the Raytown for field day. And I said, where's Becca? She said, she's in that ambulance over there. That's the CW box or, station. And so I went over there, and she had a computer hooked up. Now she's listening. Of course, she still has to, hear the CW. But she had a computer that had her responses all programmed. She was pushing a button. She wasn't using the key or anything. And I said, that's cheating.
I asked, she kept right on going. They say she could do 60, 65 words a minute when she gets going good.
That's copying with her ear, 65 words a minute.
Roger. I think she can go both ways.
That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, I've heard people, they can do, have a couple of conversations going at the same time on CW. I don't know how they did that, transmit it, but it's pretty amazing.
I've heard stories like that too.
One guy I know, he was in the military, so he got all his training from the military, CW and stuff like that. Anything else for the net tonight? I know you, over?
All you goes, hey guys, we had a great time at the Taco Tuesday in La Fuente in Independence on the 291 highway. Everybody had a wonderful time. We met some new people, new hands, new faces. That was great. Plus, some good old friends. And I encourage everybody, if you hear this, to please join us next week. If you haven't done so already, we'd be glad to have you. And it'd be great to see if we can break the numbers you said this week. So give those guys the business. There we go.
All right, very good. Thanks for checking in and for starting that up over here. I think it really went well. Like you say, you don't know how many you're going to have, and then when you have that amount of folks show up, it was pretty cool. Pretty good day. All right, Cliff, thanks for checking in. This is WA0OFM with the Lee Summit Greenwood Amateur Radio Club 2-meter net. Name here is Tim, and who's the next check-in for us?
KG0HG, Joe in Independence.
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna cut the stream for a couple reasons. So first off, I don't even know if you can hear me.
He's one of those Taco Tuesday.
We'll see how the quality turned out with this, and then maybe I'll start earlier in the day than 30 minutes before dark. But there's still plenty of time to go. I mean, we could go, till the sunlight is like right here probably, but I'm gonna go start cooking some dinner. So thanks for nobody who watched this, and thanks for anybody who did. But I don't think anybody